Okay, so here we are, and it's May 23rd, and we're moving into the dowsing assessment and some of the cures that we'll begin to do. And but let's just for a moment just take a minute from our very busy days and lots going on to just come in and take a few extended breaths. And just really fully feeling ourselves connected to the earth, feeling grounded. Our awareness is open, feeling open, available to receive any information for the highest good. And bringing our connection to our hearts and our collective triad here this morning. We're coming together with just that full knowing that anything, all information that is needed to hear will be shared, and also in right timing. And just creating the intention of gratitude here this morning for our aliveness, to be aligning with the natural flow of creation itself, to be in its highest order for the mutual benefit of your family and each one of you individually, for the land, the elementals and the nature spirits that live on that land, and their willingness to show up and support, from our dowsing guides and guidance, feng shui guidance, to really instill a sense of peace, consistency, and greater coherence for the home so that you can move into the fullness of your dreams and your visions. And so be it and so it is. We ask for any information for the highest good of all today. And gently as you will, just opening your eyes and coming to center. So good. Right. Okay, thanks. That actually helps to cohere the energy so that we're all, like all of our guides and guidance and everything's working together. So what's going to happen is I'm going to share with you what I found. And feel free to ask any questions. As we begin to cure different things, I'll share, more different levels and more information regarding that. I'm going to have to share my observations and my recommendations, and what I'm going to see if you can, we need to put in a crystal Merkaba. I'll tell you how to do that. I actually will, I think I'm going to just send you the training page just so that you have it. I created this training, and why not give it to you? It's a really great way to learn. I'll still go over it. Yeah, and feel free to ask any questions. And as you can see here, I would have ordinarily sent this already, but look what, when I printed it out, my printer ran out of ink. So today I'll go and I'll go have it done at Staples and redo it and then send it to you. So you'll have that as and a copy of both the, and this is kind of what the assessment look, so I'm going by a sheet of protocol and, yeah. So why don't you just take a moment, anything that you want to share up until this point, things that have been happening since we opened, that would be good. I'm going to take notes.
Do you think of it? Can you think of anything since the opening, Steve?
No, it was just last week. So, I mean, not really.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, so, and I think Stephanie, you did send me something. I have to go back and look. Okay, so so this is what I found. The home potential is only running at about 25%. The home energy is stagnant. It's like not budging. It's just, like if I were to show you on my rods, really simple, like it's not even going back and forth. It's just kind of, it makes me go like, really? Wait, am I doing something? But it's
Yeah.
just not moving, which means there's a lot of huge room for improvement, right? And the land potential is only at like 35%. So there's a lot of room for shift here. Both of your energies are kind of similar. They're running at like a plus 15. Stevens is at a plus 18. Jack, I didn't do because I meant to ask you for a picture. So if you want to just take a minute and both of you just close your eyes and picture Jack and just his energy and I'm just going to actually just check right now. Okay, so show me Jack's energy. Okay. Okay, he's running at about plus 10. So there's still when we're done, we want to have like everybody's energy up higher, like about a plus 33 or just definitely higher. There was no negative vortex. So a negative vortex you would notice because you would feel your immune system's really down or someone's sick in the house. And I just didn't get that was going on. There is one natural positive vortex in the house, so I will talk more about that at the end. And it needs to be opened. So it's there, but it's kind of dormant. It's not really activated. So we want to activate it. I'm just making myself a note. Hello. Okay. There's a huge amount of geopathic stress, and geopathic stress happens because of water running under your house. How that can affect you from anything from migraines to headaches to, cancer kind of things. If you were trying to get healthier, it would be a difficult house to get to feel better in, to get stronger. So that's that star crystal Merkaba will help that, and then I'll recheck it to see if there's anything that is left over. There is a huge amount of there's a lot of interference, and even when I was doing this, like all of a sudden I couldn't, like I was just totally challenged in communication, and I just felt a huge amount of resistance. And what was really interesting to me, it all came up around the throat, communication. I.e., we'll see like how much of, yeah. So there's something really challenging there, and it happens to me. It doesn't usually happening when I'm doing the assessment, but if there's something really going on there, like it will affect me. Like all of a sudden, I'm like, what's going on? I'm not thinking clearly. So it could be, and that is really coming from, could be cell phone towers, power lines. Do you have a satellite dish on your house?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay. Checking. Does any neighbor that you know of on either side of you? Or...
I think James does, no?
I don't know. I would have a note. I don't know.
Oh, they don't. They have Frontier. I'm wrong. I haven't seen, I actually don't know if our HOA allows that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. And do you have a green box for the properties that feeds the electricity to the houses?
Oh yeah, there are. Those are on the road, like almost by the road. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Do you have anyone near your? I didn't see one in the front of your house, but
There is.
there
It's
is?
like hidden in the bushes.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, hold on, because
Yeah.
that's probably.
Hmm?
Hold on. Let me just write this down. Okay, so that's probably part of the big problem, and that can be cured. It's not an issue.
Okay.
Negative Hartman, negative Curry lines are in relationship to the electromagnetic grid that's going around the Earth, and where certain components like refrigerators or pool pumps and that affects our anxiety level. It affects our nervous system, whereas interference will affect how we think, relating more into ADHD kind of things, whereas negative Hartman lines, negative Curry lines are more affect your nervous system. You'll see tendencies of if someone was living it a long time, it was really bad. It could go to Tourette's. It would be and high anxiety. You feeling like you can't really relax. You just keep going, and something feels like something's pushing you. That's more of that. Stephen did have 2 personal interference lines, and that's easy to cure. It just means that those lines affect him more than it's affecting anybody else. This is interesting. There was a key line. So a key line, I think I might have explained this, where the house, like, I didn't want to be in that house, but my husband, he was totally drawn to that house. Like that person probably has a key line. There's a message, so it's sort of a message from the house that is something you've attracted that house for some part of your evolution,
Mhm.
and it's not everybody has one. In this case, it was really interesting. It was just like a little bit like usually my rods will fly across and say a big yes. I didn't get like this big yes, but what I got was something between Stephanie and Jack.
Mhm.
Um, oh, sorry, somebody's trying to call me. That's never
It's
happened.
okay.
Okay. So it's something I want to check out. That there's some kind of messaging for like where you would do it for Jack. We wouldn't necessarily involve Jack. That's what I kept feeling. So it's something I think we'll do for Jack, but we won't
Mhm.
involve Jack. And so I'm not sure what that is. And also, one of the things I became really aware of was because of Jack's his
Mhm.
condition, that we don't want to like blast your house with a full dowsing and right. We want to do it step by step. And so that made me feel really good. Like it was like really got that clear. Like we're just going to put in the crystal Merkaba, wait for a day or two. Then we'll do the next thing. And then we'll do the next thing. And it'll take, you have to do a little bit of ordering if you're agreeable to that, which I'll
Mhm.
explain at the end. But I really felt like one step at a time. Let's just see if anything bothers him, shifts. Yeah. Okay.
That's how we do everything with Jack.
Okay,
We
good.
do, we move very methodically,
Yeah.
slowly, let spirit guide and just
Okay.
because he is really at a very different vibration
Right.
Yeah.
that we are very much in reverence and honor of that.
Perfect. Well, then that's great. I didn't get anything like broken ley lines or earthbound spirits or wormholes or residual energies on the land. I didn't get any of that. It just felt like there's something about this um challenge with resistance. There is resistance. Now that is also showing up obviously with the landlord as well. Um, there is something with there's something with dragons. Excuse my
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's something with dragons and they're not showing themselves right now. And again, it's just going to be a layering and it might be a dragon line that we need to pay attention to. One thing that I didn't check was creating a checking the power spot on your land and if we need to creating one, so I'll check that later. Yeah, I didn't. The dragons were, and it might be something that um some connection that's being carried through. Well, I'll let you know about that, but that's definitely did not want to show itself right now. Um, and also the plant spirits. are needing attention on your land, and we want to do some work with them. The other thing is I'm going to connect, actually, you guys live in Sarasota. There is one of the most amazing people that I work with who I adore. I wish I was living in Florida to just continue working with her. We've done a lot of 5G remediation. I don't know if you know her. Have you heard of Jamie Westrom? Okay, she's amazing. But she has some shielding paint and some pink. I didn't get necessarily, but we can put down the pink granite boulders. But she does a lot of polarity work. She's phenomenal, and she also has the tensor rings there. Like you just like land like if you so so we want to get them from her. You don't have to order them.
Mhm.
And I will connect you with her, and you may even want to do a session with her. She's phenomenal. I mean, she
Mhm.
uses kinesiology, but
Mhm.
she has this machine, and can't think of what it's called right now. But you literally put your hands in the machine, and the machine tells you everything. And
Mhm.
she's worked with Premier Labs for
Mhm.
years. She's just
Mhm.
this hidden gem, and now she's so we've worked together for a year, and what we were doing, we were sharing both our wisdom and with
Mhm.
each other, and things she didn't have any clue about, and
Mhm.
very transparently, no holding back. Um,
Mhm.
so, um, and she does do tree. She does do house clearings. Um,
Mhm.
we definitely do them differently,
Mhm.
but it's kind of a miracle little thing together. So, that you're gonna love her, and I would really suggest, I'm gonna suggest probably starting with one large uh ring if you feel you want to get one. Um, so I,
We have a whole house earthcom that we've had for a very, very long time.
what's it
Mhm.
called?
Earthcom?
Oh,
Yep.
When did we get it, Stephen? 2012, 2011?
Way back.
CALM.
Yep.
Yeah, Earthcom,
That
CALM.
Okay.
eliminates all the
And
radio
we,
harmful. Yeah.
yeah,
EMF?
it's an EMF, yeah. And
Yeah.
Okay.
we travel with it. It makes a significant difference for Jack. It always has.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's really odd that I'm getting so much interference. Um, if it was fully doing its job, I wouldn't get any
I
interference.
know. So there's something that we
So
need to
there's
tap into
something,
around that.
and I don't know, how long have you had it?
Oh, long.
Oh,
10.
14 years. I
Yeah.
mean, a long time.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what do they say? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up. And I think that obviously over these last 14 years, they have improved or I mean, it's gone through generations, but we have one of, yeah, the older ones.
Okay, so, and I also want to turn you on to the IC Serenity. And that might be an amazing thing for Jack. Um,
Hmm.
I have one in my house,
Hmm.
and this is amazing. Interesting enough, the guy who is the inventor and who's the physicist and who
Hmm.
is doing this amazing work lives in Tampa.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
So
close.
you're like baboom
We're in it. Yep, we're
in it.
here.
So
Yeah.
and again, we're just feeling into new possibilities. Nah, this doesn't really work for us. All this kind of oh my God. If you like the IC, and the IC is I have access to one in Florida, and at a really discounted rate. And it works with the resonance of your heart,
Mhm.
and Stephen will like this. It's all scientific. I can't even explain it, but I'll give you the website and take a look at it. And it's on the other coast, but um, let's see, the thing about it is that it's meant to what it does is it activates it strengthens your body's field so that eventually you don't have to carry things with you. But it's
Yes.
also way more than that. So, but it's very, he has all the physics on the website,
Hmm.
and I'm
Hmm.
trying to understand it, but I just
Mhm.
use some people, you go check it out, but he's amazing. So, just looking at the time. Okay. So that's kind of what I've got so far. Things may show up in layers.
Mhm.
You definitely want to take care of the geopathic stress because that EarthCom is not taking care of that either. Why there's so much interference, I'm not sure. And if you have the EarthCom around your house, and I'm going to look it up, the question I would say is, well, is it taking care of that green box outside?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, because those things are, those things need to be cured, right?
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm also going to give you a link, some links to go check out for the fuse box it needs adjusting, and so does a smart meter. And I usually have people just go to Twisted Sage and just buy the EMF disc, and you just hook it on. You can do plugins, but the disc you can always take with you when you leave. I would have to, I'll talk to Jamie and see what she's doing for that.
Okay.
I found that, like, I use the shielding paint, but I found that it didn't cure all the interference. So EarthCom plus everything should.
Yeah. Or the EarthCom maybe has served its purpose. I don't know. I mean,
Well, that,
we're open to what
okay.
shows up to kind of allow some more of the flow and the
Yeah.
coherence to come into space without this static and interference. I mean, I think both Stephen and I can agree that we feel that,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't feel it physically, but I mean, the reason that I reached out to you was because I think both Stephen and I can sense that there's this start and stop and move and back and pause and go. And there has just been a lot. And I know the purpose of it all. And we've grown and we've learned and we've evolved, but we're really on the other side of stuff. And I want to get things in right order. I mean, that's the intention.
Right, and that's really what we're calling in, is just to get everything into a quickened state and
That's right.
and
I keep
optimized.
hearing quickening, quickening, quickening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my word. That's like, that's what I saw happen. Hold on. When I started dowsing, that was like so clear to me. Like, people were just moving through their stuff so much faster.
Mm.
So honestly, I think we're good for right now. I just need to get you the email. I'll
Okay.
send you, what we should do is I'll send you the training for the Merkaba.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think you're gonna need me. I mean, I think part of this is just turning you on to having this accessible to you, but I can teach you how. I'll send you the videos. Well, the training page has the videos, and
Mhm.
basically we're going to, I can just open this up 1 second. Let me just see if I have it here. And I'll just, hold on 1 second, I don't have it up. Okay. All right, I'll just give you a quick, just so that you know what I'm talking about. I'll just show it to you this way. Okay, really simple, because I know we got 5 minutes. Steven's gonna go. So this is the crystal Merkaba, and explains all about Merkaba. And you're
Mhm.
gonna need to, you can actually go to the crystal cave and pick up crystals there. But you need 6 1.5 to 2 point crystals. I like to have a point on one end, at least on one
Mhm.
end. They don't
Mhm.
have to be perfect. You can
Mhm.
decide what calls you, but essentially, and we can sit and talk more about the feng shui after Stephen needs to go, just for a few minutes if you want. So
Yes.
essentially, we're going to put a Merkaba around your house,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to have, oh, this is the old picture, and then I'm going to have you do a centering in the center of the house.
Mhm.
Um, and then we're going to leave it for a few days to see if there's
Mhm.
anything that you notice. But there's instructions,
Mhm.
and you're just going to, I'm going to teach you how to program the crystals for the particular what we want. And then you're going to go put them outside, and they're just angled. That diagram shows you how they're angled.
Mhm.
And and that sets the field to stop the geopathic stress from entering the house. When we do that, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah?
Honey,
Right?
do you have to go?
What time is it? Yeah, about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
as far as the feng shui, I think we're good. I'm going to send you the links to this IC Serenity and all that other stuff. Oh, there was a real call for a gold, bringing in a gold frequency.
Okay.
And may just be something in the center of your house. We'll talk more about that. It was just really strong. And when we're talking about the, and I'll send this to you. So when we're talking about the bagua,
Yes. Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
The center is the Tai Chi. It's your health.
Yes. Yes.
Right? There's something, and that will be interesting. Maybe it's calling for a copper stone after we do the Merkaba, because I usually have you do something in the center of the house.
Okay. I have a big citrine point
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. So okay, so it might, yeah. So we'll look at that, and we're gonna look at the feng shui because there's a in your bedroom, even though it's so wonderful to have all those sliders, and Jamie will tell you the same thing, that it whacks out the polarity of the house. So you're going to use the black shielding paint there, but also on a level, it's you're missing a gua, and you're missing the helpful people.
It's our garage, right?
Huh?
The helpful people, isn't that our garage?
Well, yeah, and I'm just talking about your bedroom right now.
Oh, in the bedroom. Sorry.
Yeah, so it looks like you have an extension in the garage.
Yeah, so the helpful people corner of our bedroom is cut off.
Right.
It's the bed doors at an angle. Yep.
Yes. So we're gonna do something. You got to do something. And when you open the front door, I'm trying to. Are where the energy is going right through to the glass, right?
That's what
Okay.
you have to.
Into the pool.
So we're gonna, yeah. So now that you've sent those red envelopes, I think what we'll do is we'll just I think we can do that along with the. I'll just double check to see. I think we can do that. Some of the cures. Let's let's get the Merkaba out.
Okay.
And
First step, Merkaba.
and then we can set, and you and I can set a time next week, in the beginning of the week or something. Just heads up, I have some major doctor appointments coming up, but
Okay.
we'll work around them, and I'll send you whatever else I haven't sent you around the the cures for the feng shui, and we'll get that rolling. If you you need a couple of those Swarovski crystals.
Yeah, the prisms.
You know what
Yeah.
they are? Yeah.
Yeah, I have them. I have one in my bathroom window right here. If
Okay.
this is what you're talking about, I mean, I can get, obviously, I can get.
Okay, so you've done some fun. I see that on the ceiling. Do you have the ceiling?
Oh, I have a lot of feng shui in this house.
Okay,
But I mean, I
so
have a lot of
Do
these.
you know how to empower them?
No.
Okay, because if you're just putting out cures without empowering
I mean,
them,
I pray on them, but I don't know how to
not
empower
the
them.
same.
Yeah.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna teach you how to empower them because it's not the same. Because the crystal.
That's why you're here, Shelley. Teach
Yeah,
me.
all
I'm
right.
ready to learn.
Okay, so let's let Stephen go.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Stephen, so good to
Okay.
see you.
Yes,
Any
thank you for
questions?
thank you. No, thank you for your work. We'll do, what you recommended.
Okay, cool. Good to see
Thanks,
you.
Okay.
honey. Bye. I'll
All right.
talk to you later.
Talk to you
Okay,
later.
love you.
Bye.
All
Bye.
right, bye.
All right. Shall we do a separate session for the feng shui and just yeah,
Sure.
let's do that. Okay. Let me get out this email. You go get the 6 crystals. You sound like you have the Swarovski crystals.
How many should I have, Shelley? Because I can get a few more. I think I have maybe 3.
If you think they're in perfect place where they are, I mean, you don't have?
I
any-
don't think they're in perfect place.
Okay,
I would
okay, great.
really love you to kind of
Okay.
share what you're getting. Yeah.
Okay. And again, if you want to go deeper and clear, have a feng shui master, because I'm
With
just
Deb.
that will
Yes,
be
yes.
with Deb, right?
Deb, yes. But we can just start to kind of feel into, let's do the Merkaba and then start to see where the pathic
okay,
stress is
great.
coming
Let's get
from.
the dowsing done first. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'll get this email out to you, and where to go.
Okay. Okay.
And if
So I
anything,
know you're going to send me the Merkaba, and I maybe even read it on your website if you had it after the Anahita call, whatever. But
oh, wait, she had. Oh, right, I forgot. You're right.
I think she put it on her page. I remember reading through it and was like, I'm going to connect with Shelley before I just go off on my own,
So
because
that
that
I'll just add that page back into your email. And it has, oh, that's why I must have gone, because I don't usually give it out to people. I'm like, why am I giving it to her? Okay. So that's perfect. Because that has all the steps with the videos. It's like,
I
and
think there was a link. I think there was a link on
there's
that
a link.
landing
I'm gonna give you
page.
the link.
Okay,
I'll
great.
give you the
And I will get the clear quartz points. I need 6 of them, 8 of them.
6.
6. Okay. All
Just
right.
that star Merkaba. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think there's a lot to get to you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we're good.
We'll start from there, and then we'll see how the right. You're good. Then you'll check back in and see where the
Yeah, we'll just, I'm just
ratings
working with you.
are.
Yeah, we'll just let it sit for a couple of days and go like, okay. And I'll be checking as well. So, all right, well, let's just say, take a moment and thank our guides and guidance, and please keep these records open for Jack, Stephanie and Stephen in their home. We send a prayer to the landlord and the land spirits, neighbors, that everything's moving for the highest good of all. Let there be a beautiful, calm, peace, and clarity coming into the house. So be it, and so it is.
Amen.
I'm available. Just let me know if you need something, and I'll get this
Okay.
out later. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.